Good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody having a great day. The shit zoom out and zoom in like the fuck? Like this. Is this shit zoom out? I think this should be zooming out and zooming in. I don't know what the fuck, yeah. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody. Sometimes, God damn it. Sometimes I just take a while. I have to get ready. I be doing shit. I mean, I be trying to be on time. How's everybody doing this morning? What's up, Ivan? What up, G up? What up, Ray Banda? What's up, Ruby Reed? What up, Sly? What's up, Horaces? Prince to Amir, Ray Banda, Angel Webster, John Soto, Mills, Shakes. Shout out to the UK. Yeah. Who else we got up in here? That guy's name is too close to somebody's name I just don't like, so I'm kicking him. What up, Dino Love, Bree Powell, Ricky Loden? How you doing today? Jason Allen, Simeon. Is that Simon or Simeon? Simeon Ainsworth. I don't know. That's probably some weird shit. Yeah, I don't play with niggas I don't fuck with. I don't play with you. KDR. What up? How's everybody doing this morning? Pop. Shout out to the haters that swear BB in the worst but never miss a show. What up, Eric Mack? What up, Jason Allen? Corey S. I actually own the name BBN. I may be able to monetize people's videos that put BBN in their title. I'm gonna look into that. What up, Kevin Bynum? Fab still smoking. Sir Lewis, Vix, Shakim, Gavel, Clips for Days or Dies. I don't know. Maybe you missed the A. Yeah, I pronounced everybody's name wrong. Yeah, it's part of my job. I can't say anybody's name right. What up, Raymond Herman, Tori Smith? How y'all doing this morning? Money Bags, how you doing? I said Fab still smoking. God's Tunes. What up, Gil Powell? All right, let's get into it. Carmen, Lydia, let's get into it. What up, Bryce? I can, right? I think I can. I saved your life. Okay. Happy to hear. How you doing, Angel Webster? So I seen something this morning that on Bryce's IG. This is what I think a lot of people don't understand.
You know, a lot of these bloggers, they hit us up. They want answers. You know what I'm saying? And I made a joke yesterday, like, you can't handle the truth. But the reality of it is, you want the truth, but at what price? What expense? Do you know the truth causes life loss? But you don't care about the lives that are lost, the people who can die from the truth. You just want the truth, so you can have something else to talk about. As we're being responsible, should I give you the truth? Should I cause people's life loss? Shouldn't, but you want the truth. So life loss will be on your hands once the truth is found out. Hope you can live with it.
All right, so I seen that this morning. And a lot of times you have individuals that you have individuals where they're trying to say the thing that I'm reporting on is not facts. The things that I'm reporting on is wrong. The things that I'm reporting on is incorrect. And I can't come back because by me correcting or by me giving more information, in reality, what I could be doing is I could be lining somebody up. I could be putting somebody in a bad situation. I could be causing someone to have somebody run down on them. So a lot of times when you see me, I swear to, I'm not lying to you. I just put my cup down, right? So I put it on the table sitting over here next to me. And it's sitting on the fucking table ledge like that. It's sitting. I'm looking like, what the hell? And I'm gonna tell you the messed up thing. I'm gonna tell you the messed up thing. Maybe not the person. What up, Carol? What up, Shaft? Maybe not the person reporting understands how somebody could get hurt and injured if I talk about certain things. But I guarantee you, the person that individual is running with knows. So once again, like, what kind of people are we gonna be? You know what I'm saying? What kind of people are we gonna be? Are we gonna be people that don't care about other people's lives because we don't care about our own? Because remember this: the more you respect yourself and the more that you care about yourself, the more that you just innately care about those around you. You understand what I'm saying? When you love yourself, it makes it easier for you to not want harm to come to other people. When you hate yourself, when you don't like yourself, then fuck everybody else. You don't care who gets hurt. You understand what I'm saying? You don't care. It's not important. Other people aren't important. It's not important if that person suffers. It's not important if that person over there ends up getting stabbed up or shot or their family gets attacked, because I'm gonna make this blogger tell me this and I'm gonna make this blogger tell me that. Or if he don't tell me, then that's gonna ruin his whole channel. If he don't tell me, then that's gonna mess up his whole thing and I'm gonna put him out of work. But if he do tell me, I know there's a good chance somebody might get hurt, somebody might get killed. But these people, they don't care about that. Watch out who you friends with, yo. Elliot Rivera says, it's public information. That's a reporter's job. You're supposed to review and research information you are reporting on. You're not reporting on things that are not general public info. But Elliot Rivera, that's my point. There's tons of things I know about that are not public information yet. You understand what I'm saying? Why do you think when public information comes out, I'm usually dead on top of it already? Love what you got. Don't worry about the next man. You're right, Corey S. That's a fact. Why do you think when public information come out, I'm usually dead on top of that shit? I got sent so much shit the other day. I got sent so much fucking shit the other day. It's retarded. I don't even know where to start. Christopher Roscoe said, or if you've been hurt so bad, so much, you lose sensitivity to others' feelings. Not talking about information as you are. Just another side of the coin, my brother. No. I absolutely understand what you're saying, Christopher Roscoe. But that's more of a emotional thing. Like some of these dudes, my point is that sometimes people you want that guy to fail so bad. You want that guy to fail so bad. You want me to fail so bad. You don't care if you're putting me in a position to say something that might get another individual killed. You understand what I'm saying? And then when that happens, you're going to say, oh, that wasn't me. Jack Frost, he never had to say that thing. He could have just let me be right. But you were never right. So it's not letting you be right. You understand what I'm saying? That's like you tell somebody the truth and they tell you, well, I know what you're saying is the truth, but I don't like the way you said it. So because of your sensitivities, even though the thing that I'm saying is 100% accurate, because of your sensitivities, you don't want to accept it. unless I crawl on my belly. That's how I got to do it. That's the only way you're going to accept information from me. If I crawl on my belly, if I make myself lower than you, what's wrong with your self-esteem? Where other individuals need to make themselves lower than you. So I'm saying all that to say this. Yeah, but at the same time, if I know something that if it comes out, I never said anything about you negative, Elliot. Why are you even saying you're a dead ass fan of my work? I didn't say anything negative. I'm actually engaging in a conversation with you. I don't even understand why you would say that, but you know, shout out to you. And what up, Mike Wade? Oh, it was a compliment. Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't. You know, I'm not saying. Shout out to Vix for the donation. I apologize about that. I was so caught up. Shout out to Vix for the donation. She said, making lunch, listening in. We appreciate everything. Safety first. That's a fact. I'm actually just speaking on something. I'm not questioning you, Elliot. I thought you brought up a pretty good point. So I decided I was going to engage you in conversation, if that's okay. That's okay? I could engage you in conversation, my brother. No, I'm saying I'm engaging him in conversation. And I'm not saying the thing that he's saying is incorrect neither. I'm not saying that at all. You didn't offend me. Nothing you said was offensive. I'm not even sure why you thought you offended me, to be honest. The way this is going, it's not the people we are talking about who are affected, it's the families. This lady kids tells on the killer and revenge strikes her because you can't touch the rat. Thank you, Bryce Gang. Thank you very much. I'm about to call you up in a minute. Thank you, Bryce Gang. I wasn't saying what you were saying was incorrect, Elliot, and I also wasn't disagreeing with you. And there's no reason for you to say sorry. There's nothing for you to be apologizing about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what any of you are talking about as far as trying to make it seem like I'm not accepting whatever was talking about. Like, you see how they do me? You spoke about something that I wasn't necessarily talking about. I'm not saying what you're saying is incorrect. I'm saying that the thing that I'm talking about isn't speaking on the thing that you spoke about. Nobody offended me. I don't even understand why anybody is saying anybody offended me. I don't even know why anybody's putting that into the air. But I know no matter how much I say he didn't offend me, you're going to have people saying that he offended me. So there's nothing I can do about that. So whatever. Anyway, so the point in which I'm trying to make is basically what Bryce Gang just said. The way things is going, it's not the people we're talking about who are affected, it's the families. This lady kid tells on the killer and revenge strikes her because you can't touch the rat. That's what I'm saying. What up, Armin Brown? People want me to divulge information or where I get I'm not never divulging where I get information from unless somebody purposely gives me bad information. Then I'm throwing your name out there into the fucking wolves. I'm letting you know right now. We're not doing that. I'm letting everybody know where I got it from. We're not doing that. So if you want to try to give me bad information, understand I will expose you. That's a fact. But for anybody that comes and gives me good information or keeps it in context or whatever that is or whatever. First of all, I'm gonna vet you, so I get tons of bad information every day. So I don't report on it. I get tons of bad information. If I see somebody give me bad information one time, then usually I just don't say nothing to them. I just keep letting them send me shit, and you know, there's no reason for me to tell you I'm never gonna use your shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but at the same time, if I have somebody that I think is not everybody knows everything. So sometimes the only way you can get certain information is directly from the spigot. directly from somebody involved. Do not put this guy's name up here. If anybody puts that dude's name up here on my channel, again, I'm kicking you, and I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my mother. I don't care if you're my father. Somebody put that guy's name up on my channel again, I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to kick you. I accidentally hit him that time because that's how strongly I feel about this individual. So do not put that guy's name up on my channel. I'm going to hide you. So if you just want to get hidden and you want to get blocked from the channel, go right ahead. I'm not going to say the guy's name. Everybody should know who I'm talking about. It's the hate. They know what they're doing. We don't do disrespect in here, so I'm just going to hide you. There you go. Anybody else want to get hidden while I'm over here doing this? Anybody else? Show of hands. Anybody else? Anybody else looking to get hidden? All right, so we can go. You got people out here that's actively trying to get me to divulge information that can get people's families injured. And by me not divulging that information, their argument is now that means that I can't be telling the truth. But now we got the paperwork. You understand what I'm saying? That just goes to show you that, you know, these guys don't got no hearts, man. They don't got no hearts. They don't care about people. They don't care if somebody's kids get murdered. They don't care if somebody's wives get killed. They don't care. They don't care. They just mad that they don't have nobody talking to them. You want to know why people not talking to you? Because you're going to get somebody's kids murdered. Because you're going to get somebody's family hurt. That's why nobody's talking to you. How are you going to talk to somebody that is actively trying to get somebody else to put somebody's family and friends in danger? Like, the fuck is going to talk to you, dumbass? Exactly. I already gave them proof. But you got to understand. All right, so hold on. Yo, could y'all hit that like button for me, please, so we can send out more notifications? Before, I'm about to call you right now, but this is what you have to understand, right? This is what you have to understand. People aren't arguing with the facts because they think that the facts are wrong. People are arguing with what I'm doing because they don't like the fact that I'm doing it. Oh, yeah, we're about to talk about 50 Cent. This is about 50 Cent, right? Let's shoot up with 50 Cent. Hold on, Bryce. Before I call you, I want to get into this 50 Cent shit. Yo, is it me? Thank you for reminding me. Who said that? Christopher? Thank you for reminding me. Sometimes I forget what the topic is. Is it me? Is it me, or does it seem like every single time somebody beats with 50 Cent, their whole entire career goes down the damn drain? Now, check this out. First, when Homegirl started beefing with 50 Cent, wasn't she still on one of them Love and Hip Hop shows? I think she was, right? I think she was still contractually on one of those shows when she first started beefing with 50 Cent, right? Now she ain't on the show. I think she got kicked. That's one. I'm not sure if she was kicked, though, but I think she was kicked. I think she got fired at one point or another. That's one. They had to piece her out, right? Now, check this out. Yo, how do Young Buck have a dude run up on him in a damn supermarket talking about, yo, you like trannies? What in the hell? Now, let's just keep this 100% a stack. This is the thing that people don't understand. A lot of them dudes is out there sleeping with trannies. There was transsexual men. I don't want to say trannies. I think that's disrespectful. I apologize about that. Now, check this out. A lot of these dudes out there sleeping. They had this one chick. Hold on. What the freak was his name? His name was Star something. I can't remember the name, but his name was Star something or other. Star. Ah, man, what was the guy's name? Nah, Buck didn't want no smoke. Sydney Star, that's it. Thank you. Let me show y'all a picture of Sydney Star real quick. Sydney Star used to be at all of the rappers' functions down there. This is Sydney Star, y'all. Come on, phone. Why you doing this? Work. That's Sydney Star. Show you another picture of Sydney Star. This is a dude, y'all. This is a dude. A dude. Hold on. Now, we got Sydney Star next to who? Sydney Star was rocking with everybody, yo. I'm just saying. Sydney Star was everywhere. This is a dude. Is that Nikki? No, that's Nikki. This is a dude. Oh, come on, fix. Come on, your damn phone. This is a dude. This is a dude. I don't even know. Sydney Star's on Love and Hip Hop? Hell if I know. Sydney Star, y'all. That's a dude. Now, I'm not saying this. I'm not trying to disrespect transgender or gay people or whatever the hell. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I got a point. I'm getting to the point. Hold on. Yo, look at this dude. He wasn't having it. Little Scrappy wasn't having it though. He tried to get a picture with Little Scrappy. Little Scrappy wasn't having it. Get fuck him out of here, yo. Little Scrap was having that shit, yo. Now check this out. Check this out. This is my point. This is my point. This is a dude. This is my point. These guys are everywhere. They're everywhere. These guys mess with these rappers. There are some rappers that mess with these guys. There are rappers that mess with these guys. I'm not saying that to be a dick, but they are rappers that mess with these guys. I'm not sure how mad we could be at Young Buck because I'm pretty sure Sydney Star did some stuff with a couple of these dudes. I'm pretty sure Sydney Star has had quite a few interactions with some rappers. So the fact that Young Buck got exposed, You know what 50 Cent just did? 50 Cent made it so all them other rappers that been messing around with these transsexual, transgender men, pardon me, all these other rappers that been messing around with these transgender men, nah, man, I don't want no smoke with 50. 50 don't care. He gonna put all our secrets out there. He gonna put all our secrets out there. You know how many rappers slept with Sydney Starr? Sydney Starr was at all of the. If rappers wasn't sleeping with Sydney Starr, she wouldn't be at all of the functions. He wouldn't be at all of the functions. Sydney Starr is at all of the functions. You think she's gonna be invited to all of the functions if people ain't sleeping with her? Keep saying her. She looks like a dude. I mean, she looks like a chick. That's why Young Buck started using drugs again. You're a funny guy. Yes, I always mean he. Let's not get that confused. I was talking to my brother, right? My brother said that there is a kid in one of these high schools. I think he said somewhere over there in Europe, right? And the kid just got suspended from school. And the reason why the kid got suspended from school was because he said to his class that there's only two genders, male and female. So they suspended him. What kind of shit is that? They suspended him. I didn't see the thing, but the kid was taping the principal, whoever the hell the guy was. Young boys is going to school with wigs on. I mean, look, man, people do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to stop you. All right. Whatever it is that you want to do, do. Who am I to tell you can't do? Right. But just like I can't tell you that you can't cut your penis off and try to get a vagina in there, you can't tell me to accept it. Now, I'm going to treat you with all the respect that I should be given to any other human being, period. But if you had yourself switched over to a woman, I'm not going to give you the respect that I would be giving a woman. But I am going to give you the respect that I'm just going to give a human being because you're a human being. Period. I'm not gonna like if I see somebody that I'm not gonna walk around laughing at you. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care. The hell that got to do with me? If you want to go down and give another guy a hand, DJ, that's your freaking business. If you want to get your wing chopped off, put it in the jar, that's your business. If you want to feed it to the dog, that's your business. If you want to bury it somewhere and see if you could grow wang trees, that's your business. Shout out to Mr. Dat with the donation. He said BBN for life. Check your PayPal. Don't forget to support the channel. I usually donate about 50 a month, but I'm going to get merch this time. Yeah, get some merch, man. Send me the pics. It ain't come through yet, but yeah, get some merch. Send me the pics. I'm saying you could do whatever you want with your Johnson. Whatever you want to do. Your business. You feel me? But just like I'm going to agree that you can do whatever you want to do, and it is your business. And I'm not going to treat you disrespectfully. I'm not going to treat you less than a human being. But I should also not be forced to hold the door for you. I mean, I'm going to probably hold the door for anybody because you're a human being. But I'm saying, well, yeah, I'm going to hold the door for a nigga. Like, I'm just going to, that's just where my manners are. But You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to pull your seat out. I'm not pulling the chair out for another dude. I'm not pulling your chair. I'm also not going out on a date with you. So I guess, you understand? I guess some of this stuff don't apply. But you get what I'm talking about. You get what I'm talking about. I'm not going to disrespect you because you decide that you don't want to piss standing up anymore. I'm not going to disrespect you for that. But at the same time, I shouldn't have to hold you to the status or treat you in the manner that I treat women. All I have to do is not be disrespectful to you. That's it. And I'm not. Well, I don't know who's doing what in jail. But I do know there's quite a few gangs that if you're part of it and you get involved in that stuff, they don't fuck with you no more. And that's a fact. Or they're not supposed to, at least. Have you heard of the Wayne 10-year going to Rainbow Parade with Gabrielle Union? Yes, I heard of Dwayne Wade. Yes, I heard of him going to support his son, who's 10 years old and feels like he doesn't, he's in the men. He's in the males. I've heard of that. I know about that. And if he want to go support his son, I can't. I mean, what am I gonna say? I think at 10 years old, what do you know about life? How can you say what you like? But you can, from what I do know, I'm gonna say something, and this is an actual fact, what I'm about to say. Our preferences and what we like have a lot to do with the hormones that are in our bodies. Sometimes we can have a hormone imbalance or deficiency. Yeah, whoever wrote Dwayne Wayne, like, who are you talking about? Freaking what's the name of that show? A Different World? Are we talking about A Different World over here? So you can be born with a hormonal deficiency, which would actually make for you to like certain things and not like other things as much. So you can a different world. Ain't that annoying when people correct your grammar? So I am gonna acknowledge that is a thing. I am gonna acknowledge that is a thing. Shout out to Cree Summer. That's a fact. Yo, not for nothing, but I used to have the biggest crush on Cree Summer because she was just so goofy and fun. And then she got a little bit too big for me. But before she got big, she was so goofy and fun. I like goofy and fun. Sometimes I want to be the straight guy. So I like when I'm around a female that's just goofy and fun. And I could like pick when I want to be goofy with them. Shout out to Compton. That's a fact. You're top of the morning. So yeah, so that's basically all I want to say about that. We was talking about freaking Young Buck. So Young Buck got people running down on him talking about he be with trannies or whatever. But there are a ton of rappers that are with these same transsexual men. Pardon me for saying trannies. These transsexual men, pardon me. These same transsexual men are at all of these rappers' parties. So who's banging them? Or who are they banging? Either they banging somebody or somebody banging them. They had all the parties. Bobby V. Now, he ain't alone. He is not alone. You know what I'm saying? You freaking 50 Cent just made it. So there are a lot of rappers that's like, you know what? I'm not beefing with this guy. I don't want no smoke. 50 is gonna say everything. He gonna put all our business out there on Front Street. Prince Markie Dee had a whole relationship with a homosexual. I believe it. Mr. C, then they keep catching him with transsexual men in the car. That King guy, I've had enough of him. I hope he gets better though. He got shot in the legs. Hope he gets better. As you can see, I won't even report on that guy. Nah, he got shot. I mean, I'm not trying to be biased, but I don't even want to report on that guy. Yo, can we hit that like button so we can send out more notifications, please? I can't believe that's that many people in here that's here to look for hate. There might be though, so shout out to y'all. No, we don't want to blow Prince Markie Dee. Wait, which transsexual you could get? The one involving Prince? We don't want to blow up nobody. How about that? Let those men go do whatever they want to go do, and whatever they want to go do it. We don't want to blow nobody up. You niggas is retarded. This guy Bryce would have blown somebody up. Let everybody know you was giving somebody a reach around. I'm going to tell you something. All right, so the LBTG community, they have a situation over there that we do not have over here. I'm going to explain what the situation is. The situation is they stick together. They dead ass stick together. They stick together. They don't care if the person is wrong. They don't care if the person is right. Like, you got to really do some fuckery and be gay. And the rest of the gay community, the rest of the LBGT community, GTQ community, don't stick by you. Like, you have to really, really be doing something wrong. Shout out to you, Darren Watson. They stick together. I'm explaining to you why they get shit done. And I'm explaining to you why they're always trying to, when I say they, somebody said the blogger that ran down on Buck has vids of him wearing his wife's bra and panties farting on cats. Maybe he was trying to see if Buck was interested. Maybe he wanted to know if Buck found him attractive. What do I know? Shout out to that guy. Peggy, we don't allow links. Please stop putting up links. It's not no disrespect to you. It's just that I don't know you well enough to allow for you to put links in, and people can put links in here. Shout out to Corey King. People could put links in here, and those links could send people to go get viruses on their computer or their smartphone. So please don't put links in, because I don't know you well enough to be able to trust your links. Is that fair? Nah, you good, Peggy. I mean, I know you didn't know. And actually, if you was putting up the South Park stuff, that would have been good content and funny. It's just that I want to try to protect people from accidentally getting viruses on their computers. Because you doing it out of good faith, but you could just imagine the assholes that be in other people's comment sections dropping links. Oh, word? I don't know the dude. I don't know nothing about him. But if you running up on guys in public asking them, wait, Corey King's in here? I didn't see him. Oh, what up? What up, CK? But if you running up on dudes in freaking somebody wanted to come on the show today and they wanted to talk about Shadi and defend him. Nah, I don't really care. I said they could come on the show. They never contacted me back, so you already know what that is. If you running down on somebody to then talk about how freaking they did something with train. Like, you obviously don't got enough going on with your own family. Like, what's going on with you? Like, why are you trying to blow this guy up? He out in public with probably his baby mama or something like that. Why are you doing that? You understand what I'm saying? So I don't trust. I think that was whack. You understand what I'm saying? Just me. You understand what I'm saying? It's one thing. Why didn't he run down on Buck with that bullshit and Buck was with some people? You know what I'm saying? When Buck was with his dudes, he ran down on Buck when he was in a situation where he really couldn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Buck, I don't know if he was, whatever the case is, but have you ever been with your woman somewhere and shit pop off crazy? You got to try to walk away. You understand what I'm saying? You can't be with your woman somewhere and then shit start popping off and you going at it. You got to try to walk away. So, protect your woman. Stop her from, getting injured, getting in the middle of shit or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, if you got a real one and you about to fight, she's going to be trying to stop you because she doesn't, you understand what I'm saying? So she either that or she going to, knuckle up or either which way. Either which way, you understand what I'm saying? You gotta, yeah, that was whack. That was whack. As you can see, I ain't even video on that shit. That was whack. I don't think that was fake. Oh yeah, dude running down on him, that was kind of fake, but I believe that shit was real. That's a fact. Like, yeah, but what is he talking about? He got it in the car for, though. You feel me? At that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, like, and this is coming from somebody who people make their whole entire life surround around me. It's hard when you out somewhere doing something and you get some random come up to you on some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you're not mentally prepared for, like, every time I go somewhere, I'm already mentally prepared. Every time I go somewhere, I'm already mentally prepared. I'm probably gonna go to this place right here. Somebody gonna say something crazy. I have to try to ignore it. I come online in the morning. I already know there's gonna be haters. I gotta try to ignore it. Slap them with an egg pan. Dude gained 3K followers after the video surfaced. But that's basically also what we saw, man. Like, you gotta have some integrity. Like, why would you do that to Young Buck? You know what I'm saying? Niggas is always trying to. When your come up is dependent on somebody else being negative to somebody, causing somebody else to go down, then your come up ain't organic. It ain't real. That means that now he has to keep trying to find ways to show disrespect to people. Got to keep finding ways to bring people lower. He got to go find another person to do some bullshit with. You understand what I'm saying? You want to know what the hardest part is of being involved in certain communities? It's hard to find a woman that ain't slept around. Like, if you notice, you look at these rappers, a lot of these rappers date the same females. You understand what I'm saying? For multiple different reasons. But you don't think that a lot of these rappers, that they're not dating females that they done got trains ran on them here or trains ran on them there? They know. You understand what I'm saying? So by somebody saying, well, homeboy got his girl got ran through by some battle rappers, you don't know how hard it is to meet a female in the industry or involved with whatever it is that the business that you're doing, that shit ain't happen with them. Know how happy I would how happy I would be to find a female that ain't about no games at all, just straight up front. That should be dope. Oh, that's Piper Boy. That's that guy? I don't even know that guy. But I heard his name because another blogger was talking about him. Dude, I was just talking about that. A lot of these guys in the industry, I just showed y'all Sydney Star. Sydney Star's at all of the, okay, so people are looking at Sydney Star, right? You're looking at Sydney Star. You're like, damn, Sydney Star, yeah, she's probably just tricked a whole bunch of people. Shout out for the donation that just came through, my brother. I'm not gonna call out your real name. Shout out, Mr. Dap. Appreciate you, my brother. Selena Powers on Cat Stacks. Did she talk about academics by any chance? Copy. I get information all the time. Shout out to you for sending that through to me right now. That somebody just said something. Horaces just says there's a giant flock of transsexuals that do this, that be at all the parties. That's my point. That's literally my point. You think that, look, okay, so I showed y'all the pictures, right? Yeah, I was showing y'all pictures of how Sydney Star looks. But what I was really showing y'all, look where Sydney Star's at. Look, this one is in a hotel room with homeboy. What the hell you think is about to get ready to happen? Look, hotel room. What the hell you think is about to get ready to happen? All right, so now check this out. This is with Nicki Minaj in a club somewhere. Look. Is whatever he got on, is that painted on? That shit looks painted on. Don't that look like that's paint? That look like it's painted on. Wait, hold on. Rio says the funniest story I heard her tell was when she showed up to 6ix9ine place with Ack. Then 6ix9ine said, "I'ma need this." She looks at Ack like, "Get out the room." Ack stands in the hallway. I think a lot of that shit was cat. No, I'm not. Them 6ix9ine Ack stories, no disrespect. I think a lot of them shits was cat. Look. This shit is painted on, yo. And look how everybody pressed up on him. I'm trying to tell you, these dudes don't care. That shit look painted on, yo. What I'm trying to show y'all is that these dudes is everywhere. So what in the hell are y'all doing making fun of freaking Young Buck? All of these dudes is doing this shit. All of these dudes are doing this shit. Stop laughing at Young Buck. All of these dudes is doing this shit. Stop laughing at Young Buck. I mean, yeah, the way 50 said this shit is funny as hell. But all of these dudes is doing this. You're missing my point, Anthony P. And of course, in a relationship and a picture is two different things. But Sydney Star has came out and said she has banged rappers. Sydney Starr has actually came out and said that she has slept with rappers. So now what? He has come out and said that he has slept with rappers. Oh, you could get Sydney Starr. I'd interview Sydney Starr to find out. Nah, because y'all just gonna blow people up. I don't want to blow people up, yeah. Look, this guy has his head now down near the dong. Look, I don't even know if Sydney Starr still has the dong, but look. So people making fun of Young Buck. Dudes is coming out in the comments. Yo, Devon Dollars is funny as hell. I don't know. I wasn't even looking at all the comments. They was like, people was like, I don't know what y'all doing. I'm not doing it. But you know, shout out to y'all. I'm not doing it. Now people's going back up to look at their comments and shit. Like, oh man, why did I say that? Yeah, we already know what you be ready for. You be right at that party. You be like, I need another drink. Get a couple of drinks in. You be like, I'm ready to go. Young Buck needs to just act like 50 Cent doesn't exist at this point. Not today. Not today. Yo, hold on. Copy. Oh shit. Young Buck got a film deal. With who? Bang Bros? Yo, what up, yo?
What up?
Shout out to Venom Records for the donation. Yo, what do you think about this whole Young Buck thing? Just because I'm curious.
Truthfully, hey man, Young Buck knew who Sydney Starr was. Young Buck knew what it was. Come on, Sydney Starr been around for a while.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if Young Buck slept with Sydney Starr. Young Buck slept with some other transsexual man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The other tranny.
Yeah, but what do you think about people going at Young Buck about possibly sleeping with this tranny? And we both know these rappers do this.
Well, see, I think what that situation is, like, if Young Buck would have just kept it 100 and been like, yo, I ain't know, it would be different than how it's going now. By him trying to tell you, take it down, I'm going to send you the money, I just need you to take it down and retract your statement, that means you knew. If he just came out like, yo, if that is a transsexual, I ain't know. When I got into the room, it wasn't nothing swinging, everything was open, and I penetrated everything that was open. If he say that, then it's different because he didn't know. He was fooled.
That's a fact.
He could actually file charges on her at that point in time.
That's a fact.
But, you know,
He's not trying to do that. He's trying to downplay it, trying to pay her off. He knew what time it was, say he liked red dragons. Ain't nothing wrong with, hey, man, that's his preference.
Yo,
his
look, man,
preference
I'm not mad at nobody.
Shorty want to ride with me. Shorty want to ride with me.
Homie want to ride with me. Look, man, people can do whatever they want to do, right?
Yeah, like...
I think just me saying, right? Just me talking, right? I'm like, yo, look, man. I think you're right. I think he should have just said, I got tricked. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But this is a perfect example of why when anybody tries to extort me, I say, fuck it. Do whatever you're going to do. Because what happens is once somebody tries to, like, because that's basically what homegirl was trying to do, right? Dude was trying to extort her.
Actually, she wasn't trying to, well, he wasn't trying to extort Buck. What it came down to is, Buck made promises and then didn't keep the promises, Buck
you're right.
He was talking that I love you shit. In reality, come on, man, you wasn't going to have no full-blown relationship with no fucking tranny. You're a celebrity. So, you lied to this person, and this person felt played. By you being a celebrity, right. Oh, this person knew exactly how to get you back. And went public. But I'm going to tell you something. You got to think about it. How was it that 50 Cent was on top of it before everybody else? Because that's who the tranny reached out to. I'm not dumb. The tranny reached out to 50 to let him know. Like, yo, Buck did this and Buck did that. And 50 probably cut that tranny a check. It ain't spoke about, but 50 cuts the check for what he wants. You know what I'm saying? So I think, Buck knew what he was doing. Buck was messing with that tranny, and that's what it was. Like, I mean, if that's what you into, Buck, that's what you into, instead of saying get the strap, just say get the strap on, Buck.
But the transsexual might not have full surgery yet. So it might own its own strap. And if it does,
and you know what though? But you know what? And you might be right, because the allegations is, because there's a video of him getting fellatio from
Buck.
Train. Yeah, there was no video of him banging. So with that being said, that just goes to tell me all Buck was there was to get fellatio, because Buck knew it was some swing. I think all these rappers that's messing with these fucking dudes, I don't even think it's so much as being they.
I think he got cut off.
These dudes, they buy curious and they rappers, like the most toughest set of rappers ain't tough. And I always say this. They talking about somebody else's life, because if it was your life, you'd be sitting in jail with food and melanin. So you're not telling your life.
That's
so, a lot of these guys be homo thugs, but they putting on an image. But in reality, man, hey man, you LBGTQ. It is what it is. I'm not knocking you. I'm just not with you. And I'm not for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking you, but hey man, Buck knew what he was doing. Just like in that store when dude tried them in the store. Buck told somebody on the phone, hold on, let me take care of something. He went to put the phone down, and dude basically said, and well, he said, hold on, we about to fight. When he said we about to fight, Buck said, we ain't got to fight. I got it in the car. And dude responded, I got something in the car for you too. Hold it. We in Walmart. Homeboy, I know for a fact you ain't going to shoot up Walmart because you ain't like that. I'd have swung on him. Let's get it in Walmart, right there in the produce section where they was at. I'd have slapped him with a cabbage, stuck an eggplant in his nose. I'd have stuck a whole eggplant in his mouth. Like, you trying to play me? I'm going to show you what a tranny is. I'd have beat the brakes off the dude in there. Or dude had to beat the brakes off for me. But one way or another, somebody was leaving with an eggplant. Somebody was getting the eggplant inside Walmart. I'm telling you, man. Are you kidding me? Dudes is crazy, man. And not to mention the fact that chick seemed like she was tougher than Buck. But in reality, I looked at that chick, you know what I'm saying? She looked suspect.
She was probably waiting for the jokes. She was probably waiting for the jokes and shit. Like, yo, is this what got a dick? And she was probably waiting for the jokes. You'll never know.
Now, let me tell you something. Because she kind of looked confused, but then she was trying to stick up for him like, yo, she was sticking up for him like, yo, he just wants you to take the camera. Hold on, homeboy. This is my phone, my camera, And this is a public Walmart. I can record anything I want until Walmart L&P come out and say, hey, you can't record in Walmart, you have to leave.
Also, check this out. Buck couldn't do anything to him because he had the camera on.
What that mean?
What that means is that once Buck goes after him, not only has the dude just embarrassed him inside of Walmart, not only has the dude just embarrassed him online talking this crazy shit, but that also means is Buck is about to get a lawsuit that he might not even have the money to be able to pay for.
Exactly. And you know what happens with lawsuits you can't pay? They put a judgment against you. They give you 10 years to pay it. When you don't pay it in 10 years, guess what? That person has to take you back to court again to re-get the judgment reissued again and get it extended. So you ain't never got to pay a lawsuit. Why do you think people have lawsuits and never get paid?
Okay, not arguing your point, but what you think is going to happen when 50 Cent decides to help dude try to get his money?
And 50, how lucky has 50 Cent been about getting his money?
He's been every time somebody has beef with 50, they freaking all types of fuckery happens to them. This girl's driving around on 3 damn tires.
But how much
money? Who took a tire? When? Hold on, stop.
50 Cent got back
okay, but he's getting way more than he doesn't even want the money at this point. I think 50 Cent just likes waking up talking about niggas. But check this out. Who took a tire? Have you ever just seen somebody randomly not have a tire? How does this shit happen?
Yeah, you're right.
This ain't the fucking 80s.
Hey, you know, like I said,
what the fuck, yo?
Hey, even though dude was recording, you know who else was recording? The dude who ran up on the baby. You see what happened to him? The baby know he's gonna get sued. The baby know he about to get sued for that.
That's a fact.
You know what he's saying to himself? I got a lawyer that's gonna work out a plea deal. We're gonna pay you under the table. You're gonna shut the fuck up. You're gonna sign a piece of paper saying you're not gonna do this no more, and you're never gonna speak about the baby again. It don't. These guys don't matter.
But this is my point. The baby don't got 50 Cent on his ass. No homo. No pun intended. Fucking Buck got 50 Cent on his ass. No pun intended. Look, man. There's a lot of. You know what? I'd rather have beef with Trump right now than with 50 Cent.
Hell nah.
I'd rather be having.
Trump is working with the Russians.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I'd rather be having an internet beef with Trump right now. An internet beef.
Yeah.
With Trump right now than having an internet beef with 50.
50 gonna bring up what you did as a kid.
He's gonna go find witnesses. I'm not fucking with him.
50 gonna find witnesses. But even down to that, like I said, Buck bought that on himself. But 50 is the ultimate troll. He is the ultimate troll. Because he does it in a nasty way.
Yeah.
50 ain't nice about it. He do it in a nasty way.
And it's gonna probably be funny. It's probably gonna be funny.
But I'm gonna tell you something, because if I was dude, and the second Buck got on that phone and said, yo, let me handle something, and Buck put that phone there, and Buck would have told me I got something in the car, I'd have shut it on him at that point in time. Because even if you filed your lawsuit, we was talking, and you automatically threatened me by saying you was gonna go get something in that car. The reason I attacked him, because I could not afford for this gangster rapper who in his songs talk about shooting and doing drive-bys to get to that car. So I whooped on that ass. Lawsuit dismissed.
Yeah, but dude got what he wanted though. All dude wanted to do was go. All dude wanted to do was go viral. So he got what he wanted.
Yeah, he did. He definitely got what he wanted.
So he's winning. So he didn't have to risk finding out if Buck could really fight. So because who knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Buck could fight. I mean, I don't know the dude.
No. I'm gonna tell you something. I know somebody that actually know Buck, and Buck ain't a chump.
Yeah.
50 wouldn't have let him on the team in the beginning if he was soft. Buck ain't soft. He just ain't what they call it. He's not soft. He's fucking he's emotional. That's the best way to put it. He's just emotional and whatnot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, with that, he brought that on himself, man. Like, for one, you shouldn't have lied to that training. You should have kept it 100. Hey, you know, this is what it is. I can't let this get out. You know who I am. Here, take this couple $100. Here, go get yourself something nice. Go get your hair done or something. Because to me, if you look at it, I looked at it. They've been messing around for an extended period of time. That wasn't no hit and miss. That was a relationship. At least the tranny thought they was in a relationship. And you heard her in her interview, she said it. She said, yo, I ain't never asked you for no money. I ain't never asked you to buy me nothing. I ain't asked you to do nothing. All I asked you for was time. Anytime people start talking about they want time, that's a relationship.
Hey, yo, check this out. Actually, something did happen where she asked him for a little. That's where the money came from. Something did happen. No. Something did happen. And the transsexual dude needed some help and asked Young Buck for the money. That's when Young Buck promised to give the person the money and never gave it to them.
And never gave it to him.
Don't promise people shit you can't do. That's a fact.
No. But think about it, though. In her interview, she said, I've never asked you for anything before. All I ever wanted from you was your time. Who wants, hey, yo, if you just fucking somebody, ain't no such thing as I want time.
That's a fact.
So when she started talking about that time and this has been going on for a while, that was a relationship. Buck was on the down low. He had a down low friend. I mean, you know, I ain't mad at it. Like, let me tell you something. As an artist, I think Buck was an okay artist. You know, he wasn't the best, but Buck was an okay artist.
He had his
As
spots.
a human being, I never met him. I don't know him personally to say what kind of person he is, but what I do know is like, yo, you knew what the fuck you was doing. Come on, man. You knew this was a training, and you knew if it got out, what people was gonna say.
It's a fact.
So if you once he took that road, he should have did everything in his power to protect his position.
It's a fact.
The trainee wanted the money. Give the trainee the fucking $2,000.
It's a fact. I'm gonna tell you what 50 Cent said though. Yo, shout out Mike Jones. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you. Shout out to Philly. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what 50 Cent said. He ain't had the money. So that's why he didn't give the
$2,000. What was it? It wasn't even. When it was
yo, I'm telling you what 50 Cent said. I don't know how true it is. But 50 Cent said that dude didn't have the money. And that's when 50 Cent was going in on him like, why are you going to promise somebody something that you don't have? 50 Cent said I don't know how true it is. You know, 50 Cent, he just say funny shit.
I got a question for you. Have you seen any of the latest Buck videos? Like the videos he put up?
No.
I'll tell you something that I noticed in Buck videos. Buck house don't look like a trap spot. Okay. Where he live at don't look like a trap spot. Buck drives 3 different vehicles in all of his videos.
Okay.
He rotates between 3 different vehicles.
Okay.
So he's not completely broke.
Okay. I'm not saying that he is broke, but there's a difference between having assets and being liquid. That's one. 2, hold on. I'm just saying 50 Cent said that he didn't have the money.
Yeah.
50 Cent said that he thinks that if Buck would have had the money, Buck would have gave him the money. But Buck didn't have the money to give it.
This is what I say. I say that you can go over to advanced title loans and get $2,000 on that truck you driving to keep this man from putting your business out there. So you can, when people say a person don't have money, if a person have assets, then they got more money than you got in your pocket.
No, I'm not.
Your pocket don't amount to assets.
Just so we could be clear,
he has assets.
Just so we could be clear, I'm not saying that he's broke.
No, I know. No, you know. I know. I'm not. I know it's not you, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
He got assets. So if he got a house, he can go get a loan. He got vehicles, he can go get a loan. He got jewelry. You see it in the video. He can go to the goddamn pawn shop.
That's a fact.
It wasn't about money. That was about Buck never intended on paying the trainee. He told the trainee that to keep the trainee quiet. But see, the trainee got in his feelings on that one right there. And once he got in his feelings, what? Oh, so you want to, how they said in Harlem Nights, so you like to hit people with garbage cans.
That's a fact.
I'll show you what the trash can do to you. Because I'm going to tell you something. At first, when I first heard it, I ain't believe it. Then they put the video up. You know what, Buck? You was in there getting fellatio from a dude. But you know, Buck just came out of jail not too long ago. You gotta look at this shit, man. It's a thin line between street niggas and real niggas.
Somebody said they looked at Buck's net worth and it says he's worth $100,000.
So if Buck is worth $100,000, it was nothing to give this tranny 2%, 2,000.
I'm not arguing your point. I think that he should have fucking moved hell and heaven in order to get the money to give it to homeboy. So this shit didn't happen. That's a fact.
Honestly,
he should have went out there on the track.
It's bad what I'm about to say. It's bad what I'm about to say, but it's a reality. In that situation, Buck, you talk about you was a street nigga. You came up in the streets. You came up here shooting people and going crazy. Hey, man, you supposed to win at that tranny like you went at a dude in the streets you had beef with. Because the only way you was going to keep her quiet is out of fear and intimidation and coercion.
He tried that.
No, he didn't try it.
Yeah, he did.
He made phone calls.
Okay, copy.
He made phone calls. I'm talking about pulling up to the door with the roses and the chocolate and the bottle of champagne with the smile on my face, walking up in that door, and as soon as I get in the door, the Draco come out. Why you playing with me? For real. Like, why you playing with me? Because at that point, it's different. People fear what people say online, but people fear that gun in their face 1,000 times more.
That's a fact.
Telling you. See, like I said, Buck, you living a gangster life and you talking gangster shit. So when it comes down to somebody trying to extort you, you a gangster. Gangsters don't get extorted. We do the extorting. So once you try to extort me, at that point in time, hey, you engaged in war. So I don't care if you a dude who had it cut off and tucked under and you walk around in the dress. To me, you a dude that violated the rules of engagement. That's
a fact. Look, first of all, he should have just gave dude the money, period. First of all, let's just keep it a stack. Let's say you was dating a female, right? The guy dating a female, and you got a couple of excuse me. You got a couple of side pieces, and your side piece come to you and be like, yo, I need $2,000. You got to come up off that money. What the fuck you talking about? You a rapper?
Yeah.
You got a side piece. Your side piece needs something. You got to come up off that money.
Her double the amount. He should have gave her double the amount.
So that's my point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no matter what the fuck was going on, he was supposed to come up off that money, because whether that was a man or a female, whatever the hell you was dealing with, that was your side piece. You got to take care of them. So you got to come up off of that money. So the fact that he didn't come up off of that money, he got kind of what he deserves.
I mean, no, he got what he deserved because he was out there playing with that fairy. He was out there playing with the fairies. Listen, he wanted to be Peter Pan and got hit with that pixie dust. That's what happened. He wanted to be Peter Pan. Like I said, I say a lot of funny shit. I joke a lot, but Buck, like I said, Buck put himself in that situation. The best thing for Buck to do right now is to get whatever money he can, go away in a hole somewhere, open up a business, sit in the back office, and make money and feed your family and leave this entertainment shit alone, because it's only going to get worse.
That's a fact. Now, check this out. Hold on. I want to reply back to somebody. Somebody said that they never tricked on their side piece before. I'm just going to just keep it a stack with you. All right? I've never actually had a side piece. I've only had females I've dealt with. But from what I know about being a celebrity, and I physically know a couple of people who are actual celebrities. What I know about being a celebrity is when you have a side piece, you have to keep them happy. You have to treat that side piece to a certain degree, like you, not like she's your main woman. Don't get me confused, but they have to be comfortable to a degree.
Man, some of these side chicks get more than the main chick.
That's a
some
fact.
of these side chicks get so much just so the main chick never find out about them. See, the side chick is in the best position of them all, because if she tell on you, you lose everything. So whatever she want, you have to cater to it. Hence why Buck should have catered to the tranny. It's sad to say, hey, it's a tranny. Everybody is coming out. Cater to the tranny. That's what you was into.
I think he should have gave dude the money, period. And like I said, if your side chick come and you a celebrity and your side chick ask you for $2,000, 2 stacks, and you got to come up off that, especially if you like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these side chicks, these guys is paying for their houses somewhere, these apartments down in Midtown Manhattan. They got houses somewhere out there with fucking big ass yards and pools and shit like that. You can't come up for $2,000 for your side chick that if they come out public, everybody's gonna know you like to, cup the balls. Like, what's going on over here? You gotta come up off that bread. That's just a fact.
Hey, Hey, listen, like 50, he might not have had the bread, but I doubt that he didn't have the bread because he got property. He had access to some bread.
He could have got the money. Yeah,
He is still Young Buck. He still lives in Cashville, Tennessee. He can go to any one of them clubs out there in Tennessee and get the door to come perform. He's still Buck.
That's a fact.
He still represents his state.
That's a fact.
So if he can't get a show nowhere else, he can make money in Nashville, period. So the money thing it wasn't the issue. The issue was, why didn't Buck want to give him the money? You know what I think happened? I think Buck just didn't want to fuck with him no more. I think Buck had his fill and decided to do something different and kind of, push the trainee back. Stop taking the trainee calls. Stop responding to messages. And the trainee really got in her feelings because, hey, you ain't been doing this to me. The second I asked you for some money, you said you're going to give it to me, but now you acting funny. Now you ducking me. Now that's different. Because I think he just wanted to be done with it.
Yeah. And look what
if you think about it, Buck just started putting his career back together. So, and at the time he started putting his career back together, is around the same time he started ducking the training. He wanted to push that shit away because he was trying to build an interview he had. When they got the phone conversation, he tells her, he be like, yo, I have a career. You are ruining my career.
Somebody put IRS
why
auction.
Would he say that?
Somebody put IRS auction of Young Buck's property, and that's $53,000. Young Buck buys back his own items. And then somewhere else, somebody says Buck owes 300K. So he really did not have the money. He should have did something to get that shit, though. No, he could have did a show. No. He could have did a show, got the money, and gave the money.
Frost. Listen to what you just said.
Okay.
They auctioned his stuff off at $53,000. He bought it back himself.
The copy.
So if he ain't had no money, where he get the $53,000 to buy his own shit back?
No. That's copy.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
gonna spend my last $53,000 to get something I already paid for.
Yeah, but I was looking at the $53,000 and then owing $300K.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
$300,000.
But that's just
$53,000.
But that's just the 50 Cent. There's no telling who else he might owe money to. Did I just hit the button and turn you off? I think I just hit the fucking button. I hate when I do that stupid shit. Yo, you there? I might have to call him back. Oh no, he there. Yo, I swear.
No, that's crazy.
I couldn't hear what you said. They cut you off for a minute. I swear, the next nigga to borrow money from 50 Cent, he need to have an intervention. Nobody should be trying to do anything that they're gonna owe 50 Cent money. That's just a fact, yo.
Shit, hey, if 50 let me hold $1 million, I borrow from a 50. You can talk all the shit you want about me, because I'm gonna take that money and I'm gonna flip it. I ain't giving you nothing back. I'm running off on the plug. 50, you can tell them anything. You can go on my background. You can tell them about my childhood. But guess what I'm gonna tell them? You know what I'm gonna tell them? Yeah, that shit all true 50 talking about, but shit, I'm still spending his money. Thank you, 50. And now you're making me famous. And I got your money, and you making me famous. Goddamn 50, give me a deal with G Unit, man. Let's go ahead and go into business together. What you mean?
Yo,
that nigga nothing.
Hold on. So the Sierra Marie chick was driving around. For everybody that don't know, the other day the cops pulled Tierra. I think I don't know how to say her name. I'm gonna call her Tierra. If I'm wrong, whatever. So anyway, so the cops pulled over Tierra Marie. She was going through the Queens Manhattan Tunnel. She had 3 wheels on her car, and she blew the freaking breathalyzer at 3 times the legal limit. Just so we could be clear on this. My question is, where in the hell did her other wheel go? Where do they do that at now? Now, I remember back when I was growing up, and you might come outside, and you might see a car on some fucking cinder blocks with no tires on it. But this is not the 80s.
Hey. 2 things could have happened. 1, her car could have got booted, and she took the motherfucking wheel off and drove off without the other wheel connected to the boot.
That's a good point.
Or two, she could have been at the club, and it could have been a hater there, and somebody could have unscrewed her wheel.
maybe 50 Cent has people following her. And
no. Like, let me tell you something. Like, you know,
and they took a tire.
What I'm about to say is something. It's a hypothetical. I'm hypothetically speaking the world right now. But you know, you might have a beef with somebody. You see their car somewhere. You know, you got a lug wrench in your car. It's nighttime. You slip on the side of the car. You unloosen the bolts.
That's a fact. Okay.
You unloosen the bolts and you walk away. What happens is when you get up in the morning, you don't go check your tires and your bolts. You get in that car, you start dropping. And when you get up to a certain speed and them bolts is loose, what happens? Wheel flies off. 9 times out of 10, it's to make you have an accident.
Somebody tried to kill her?
Now, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, I may have heard of something like that before, where somebody unloosened lugs on the person's car, and that person went to drive off and had a horrible accident because the wheel came off when they reached about 45 miles per hour.
Wow.
Yeah, so like, you know,
50 had a boot put on her car. Somebody said 50 had a boot put on her shit. Yo, shout out to Venom Records for the donation. Appreciate you, my brother.
But I just said that because I ain't gonna lie. Listen, somebody booted. They booted my BMW one time. Hey man, I didn't have a spare. I had a whole wheel in the back with a rim. Hey man, I went and got my lug wrench. I took that motherfucking tire with the boot off and left that shit in the parking lot. Put my other wheel on and drove off.
That's a fact. That's some dope shit. Fuck that shit.
I did that. Like now, if you notice it, that's why now they put 2 boots on the car, one on the front and one on the back in Georgia. In Atlanta, they put 2 boots on the car now because I did that to them. Hey, I did it at Greyhound. And the Greyhound parking lot. Went there, took the wheel off, left the wheel and the boot sitting right there in the ground. Put my other wheel on the car and drove off.
Wow.
I mean, you know, but I mean, with me, it's different. I told the dude after he booted my car, I told him, like, homeboy, if you can't afford to pay for that car, don't touch it. He put a boot on my car. So I left his boot and that wheel. He probably could afford the wheel. That's what he could afford, so I left him. But I mean, I got a homeboy with a towing service. You boot my car, I'm laughing. I'm calling my homeboy, hey, come throw my car on a record. We'll go cut it off at the shop. We ain't worried. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. But you know, somebody could have booted her car. It could have been malicious, or she could have hit something real hard and while she was drunk and didn't know.
Let me also explain this. She was coming back from a night of drinking at the club. They're not booting cars at 2:00 in the morning, are they?
Yep.
They are?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Hey man, come to Atlanta.
I'm talking about in New York.
Your car in the booting zone.
I'm talking about in New York, man. I don't know what they doing down there in Atlanta.
New York might be different, but in the South, they got private companies that boot your car.
Okay.
In the North, a lot of times it's law enforcement that boots the car.
That's a fact.
Or you know what's that? The little transit police dudes.
Yeah.
I mean the little traffic police dudes boot your car.
Yeah.
So it's different. But even if the police boot them up, see when the police boot it, it's like they cover up the lug pattern. It's like a round shield. They cover the lug pattern so you can't do what I do.
Yeah, that's what they. That's what they do up here too. That's a fact.
Yeah. In the South, they got the ones that just wrap around the wheel, but the lug pattern is still visible. You know, let me tell you something, man. It's a lot. Like I said, she came from the club. She might have ran over some shit and didn't even notice. She might have been so drunk, ran over something, blew a wheel off, and kept moving. Didn't know. I know when you're drunk and driving, your perception is different. Like a normal person feel that car dragging and scraping on the ground. A drunk person be like, damn, what's wrong with my car? My shit ain't going as fast as it should be. And they gonna give it more gas. When they give it more gas, guess what happens? You got 3 wheels that level the car out. The faster you go, the one without the tire is going to lift off the ground because you got 3 wheels that are on the ground moving. So you're going to still be able to travel a certain distance as long as you're going fast. The slower you go, that the wheel is not is going to drop. So like it could have been. I mean, like I don't know. If you ask me, I think somebody might have tried to sabotage that girl. Because I mean, you know. I like I said, I've heard of somebody doing that before. unloosening somebody's lugs and letting them drive off like they didn't know what happened.
Wow.
Person got to 45 miles per hour and totaled their car, crashed. Because the wheel flew off. So, you know, that could be anything. But the whole thing is, you was drunk. That's going to kill her. You was intoxicated when that shit happened. So not only were you drinking and driving endangering lives, you was driving an unsafe motor vehicle, which could have endangered lives.
She had 3 damn wheels. Yo.
Hey, listen, she might as well go ahead and pay 50 Cent what she owe him and tell 50 I apologize.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry.
That's a fact.
I apologize. Can you please help me pay these fines and these tickets and pay for some lawyer fees, please? 50.
That's
because I'm gonna tell you, 50 the type of person, if you came to him and you bow down to him, he's gonna clown you, but he's gonna help you just to say you needed him.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah. So like with people like that, you gotta play on how they play.
Now, Jackie Glass Munoz says that she feels bad for her because she got an alcohol problem. I think that might be more of an issue than anything else. I believe that young lady does have an alcohol problem, period. First of all, her car was also supposed to have a breathalyzer on it, not a breath. You know the shit that you got to breathe into?
Yeah, I know, to start the car.
Yeah, her car's supposed to have one of those. So she's also in trouble for that.
Oh, see, now let me tell you something, man. At the end of the day, you can't say it's because she has an alcohol problem, because alcohol is not the problem. It is a symptom of the problem. You know what I'm saying? The problem ain't the drinking. The problem is, why is she drinking like she drinks?
That's a fact. No, that's 100%.
Why does she have an alcohol problem? You know why? Because fame and success in this celebrity world will drive you to do crazy shit. You see shit that you ain't normally seeing. You're around people that you don't realize are fucked up on TV until you get around them in person, and you be like, hey man, dude seemed like he was a straight dude, but now dude with the tranny talking about shorty want to ride with me. This is the type of stuff that they see in the industry. So your mind basically gets corrupted.
That's
like,
fact.
I'm glad I've never been in a situation with the people I've dealt with to be at none of these parties where, you know, the dudes go naked and start hugging up, because I think I wouldn't make it out of the building. They probably would kill me to keep me quiet, because I'm gonna stand up and be like, hey man, what y'all homo dudes got going on in here? Diddy, what the fuck are you doing?
Why you had to name him? They want some of that homie love. All I'm saying is this, right?
Listen, you tell Thugnificent, I ain't Huey from the Boondocks, buddy. I ain't gonna help you.
Not at all. But this is what I gotta say about, shout out to Venom Records with the donation. He said gold looks better. Appreciate you, my brother. They said Smiling said it's a known fact, if you're drunk in a crash that should kill you, you will survive because your muscles in your body is limp. That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
Oh well, listen. No, what people don't realize is the best thing to be in a car accident is sleep. Like when you're in a car, right, and your car is traveling at 70 miles per hour, that means you are traveling at 70 miles per hour.
That's a fact.
When the car stops, this is why people go through the windshield. When the car comes to a stop, your body is still traveling at 70 miles per hour. But now you're not sitting in a seat that's going 70 miles per hour because the seat doesn't stop. Your body is still traveling 70 miles per hour. So you keep going forward when the car stops. And that's why people go through the windshield.
Copy. But
so like,
finish what you're saying. I was dragging something off my shoulder.
Yeah, so you know, that's why people go through the windshield. So like, you know, when you're drunk, you don't feel none of that shit. Some people get drunk and kill 20 people and they get up from the accident like, damn, the hell happened?
That's a fact.
But you look at the car you hit and you got dead bodies all over the road, but you just scraped up. Why? Because you were asleep. Your body went through the window, hit the ground, rolled on the ground. You got road rash everywhere, but you never felt it.
That's a fact. Shout out to Deontay. What's up, man?
Yeah. The worst thing you can do in an accident is tense up. When you tense up, oh man, you're gonna break everything that you tense.
That's a fact.
Because then your body is in a tightened position. So it's like a brick hitting a brick, opposed to water hitting the brick wall. Whereas water is just gonna spread. That's your body asleep. You're gonna hit it and just roll off of it. When you awake and you're conscious, you're trying to brace yourself for the best way to take the impact. It's like a brick hitting a brick.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. That's a fact. That's like when you jump, when you come down, if you have your legs straight, you're gonna hurt yourself. But if you come down and you make your legs soft, then you're gonna come down and you're gonna be able to brace you. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, see, the curse of 50 Cent is real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look what he did to Ja Rule. Hey man, Ja Rule trying to make a comeback. How you gonna buy the first 200 seats of my concert
in the front rows and make my concert look like it ain't shit? This nigga's the worst.
But the catch is, but Ja Rule didn't even do the concert.
No, he did do one of those concerts. He did one of those. Yo, and
he
then
did one of them?
Yep, and then other people started biting off of 50 Cent, and somebody else did that to somebody else they was beefing with right after 50 did it. These dudes are the worst. 50 is so petty.
Listen, see what 50 fucked up at is 50 should have bought the 200 tickets and put 200 of his goons in there. Right on the front row with G-Unit shirts.
Well, I don't know. He made it.
Because listen, Ja wouldn't have came on stage.
Yeah, but it made it look like his show was whack, and that's even better. It made it look like his show. So imagine 50 Cent basically ruined that show for everybody that actually paid tickets and showed up.
No. Listen, but Ja Rule didn't lose.
Well, I mean, he got the money, financial in, but also.
So basically, 50 Cent paid Ja Rule for nothing. Just to basically be in front of an empty room.
Yes.
You're trolling, but your trolling is still making his financial bottom line. So if Ja Rule would have been smart, he'd have planned a 20-city tour and let 50 pay him for the tour.
Not a bad.
Because that's what it would have happened. Let 50 pay him for the tour. Young Buck owe you $300,000, but you about to pay me $300,000 because you mad at me.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. It's how you perceive things, how you look at it, and how you deal with it.
Horace says the visual of those empty rows. Yeah, that show looked not enjoyable. They had no people in the front. The show did not look enjoyable.
Hey, listen, of course it's not enjoyable because I got to sit all the way in the nosebleed section just to see something I rightfully paid for. But I paid for tickets in the nosebleed section, so that's where the fuck I'm supposed to be.
That's a fact. But maybe you paid for the tickets in the nosebleed section because there wasn't any available in the front.
Well, then that means you got to get the ticket master early. When they tell you the tickets go on sale on Monday, you supposed to be there Sunday night pre-ordering your ticket.
And then you
already got those tickets.
You want to know who else he messed over? Ashanti. Because Ashanti, she ain't do nothing to you, 50. Why are you messing up Ashanti too? Let Ashanti have a comeback, 50. Ashanti need to go get.
You know why that probably happened?
I'm about to say what's up.
That probably happened because of Nelly.
What you mean?
50 don't fuck with Nelly either.
But Ashanti's on the tour with Ja Rule. So anytime Ashanti tried to do a tour with Ja Rule.
Ashanti is the victim of Irv Gotti. Hey, because I bet you if Ashanti did a show by herself or did a tour by herself, 50 wouldn't do nothing to her. He wouldn't even fuck with it.
But all of her hits.
But you're performing but you're on the road with Ja Rule, and that is an Irv Gotti production.
Yeah, it's a fact.
So guess what? I'm shutting that shit down. I'm not shutting Ashanti down, but you chose a side. You running with your team. Your team losing, you're gonna lose. If you change your team, you might win.
That's a fact. But all her hits is with these dudes. So what is she gonna do? But she could go perform. No. Ashanti could go perform a lot of hits that has shit to do with these guys. That's a fact.
No. Let me tell you something. Ashanti is still talented.
Yeah.
Irv Gotti
as talented as she's ever been.
Well, why don't you go do it? You can do it on your own. Do it somewhere else. You already got a platform and a name. You ain't starting from the bottom. You can do something else. You got people in the industry that fuck with you. You don't need Irv in them. So, her shit is more, I think her shit is more loyalty. And I respect that shit. I respect it. I respect the loyalty of it. The business side of it, you're gonna lose fucking with these dudes.
Just so we could be clear, what I'm busy trying to say, that 50 Cent basically did to Ashanti is Ashanti came out and spoke about him on it too. When he bought out all the tickets to the front of the damn show that Ja Rule was at, Ashanti was also scheduled to perform there because she performs with Ja Rule. So not only did he hurt Ja Rule, but he also hurt Ashanti and anybody else that was performing that night.
Yeah, but his target wasn't Ashanti.
No, I don't believe so.
His target was Ja Rule, and Murder Inc.
Yeah, that's a fact. I believe that also. I don't think he
got like I said,
I'm about to say
she's what we call she's what you call a casualty of war.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say something that might be unpopular, right? Because I know nowadays females hate when people say that they should go have kids and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, I think that let me say it like this. I like the new change that we have in music, where nowadays in music, it's okay for a female to have a baby and keep her career. Like that's a thing now. Because before, I think that there was a perception that you weren't able to have a kid and have a family, and also be able to keep your career. So I like now that you got artists.
That used to be one of the negative covenants in music contracts. That while on this contract you agree not to get pregnant because it affects your career. That used to be a stipulation in contracts.
Yo, actually, for everybody that don't know, that was in Cardi B's contract also. She just said, fuck niggas. I believe that was in Cardi B's contract, that she was not allowed to be able to have a kid or get fucking pregnant. I mean, or get married. And she just said, because they also be having them where they can't get married either, for everybody that don't know. Women have all types of weird stipulations. Yeah, women have all types of weird, unfair stipulations.
Now they don't want women to get married because like it's a financial thing. Like say you marry somebody who works for Bank of America that knows the ins and outs of all finances. Now you're married to this person. This person is privileged to knowing about your contract. They're privileged to know about your career. Now say you marry this banker, and this banker looks at your paperwork one day and be like, "Hey, babe, you you're missing $2.8 million. This is why they don't want them to be married to people."
I'm gonna agree with you. Right? I think what you're saying is accurate, but I think it also has to do with an imaging thing, because I think that's what happened with Nicki Minaj. I think Nicki Minaj's image was that she wasn't really they didn't want her to be in a long-term relationship, and then when it got out that she was with Safari or whatever, like she been with Safari, don't get it wrong, but I think that not for nothing, that's one of the things that might have stressed her and Safari's relationship, that she wasn't able to have fun publicly like she does now with the dude she's with now, Kenny, I forget his name, Zoo. So she's like, it just looks like she's having more fun now. Like I think that the music industry and entertainment world just in general, I think that it's not fair for them to be like, we need you to be a sex symbol. So the only way that we can have you be a sex symbol is if you're not attached to another man. So every fucking body needs to thank Beyonce. Every damn artist needs to thank Beyonce, because Beyonce was one of the first real big superstars that got married, started having kids, everything else, and people didn't look at her like anyway, and she was able to keep up with her career and keep everything moving. I think people need to.
Well, no. She wouldn't be the first thing.
Who?
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, but Whitney Houston didn't do it publicly as like until after her career was over. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. But
Beyonce was doing it publicly while her career is still going on.
See, I like Beyonce's music, but see, my issue with Beyonce is, 1 minute you're catering, and then the next minute you're not. It's like, 1 minute, you're for the black rights movement and black topics, but then in that same breath, you do business with people that are against it. That's what the music business is. The music business is I can't be who I am. I have to be what they want me to be.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue
even though I'm who I am.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue that point. I think that you're accurate, right? But I'm saying the way that I'm looking at it is like this. Sometimes we have business partners that they're not business partners because we want to be partners with them. They have a resource that we need.
Yep.
So therefore, we're put in a position where now we're partners. Now we don't all of our social values don't align. Our ethics don't necessarily always align, but I need something that you have and you need something that I have, and the only way for either which one of us to grow the brand in the direction that we want to go in, we have to do business with each other. So I think that that happens a lot just in general in the business world.
No, listen, it happens more than you know. I just had this conversation with somebody, I think yesterday. Like, it don't matter if you don't like a person. If it's money involved and you both can benefit, then why not? Only an idiot turns down money when they don't have no money.
Okay,
so broke, you're an idiot to turn down money. It don't matter where it's coming from. You have bills to pay. You got kids to feed. So you need money to survive.
Okay.
So to say I'm not going to do business with this person because I don't like this person, but you and this person can make money together, that's foolish. And that's why the superpower world operate differently.
I'm going to say this much. Or not all money is good money. All right, so
no, not all,
hold on.
100% right.
Hold on. So this individual that you're gonna go into business with and start working with that you don't like, is it that you don't like them, or is it that they want to destroy you? Because if somebody is trying to destroy you, then you should absolutely not be trying to put money into their pocket. If it's just I don't like them, they don't like me, but we being on separate paths doing our separate shit, then that's a whole nother situation. Me, myself, I would absolutely 100% do business with somebody where we just didn't get along with each other. We just didn't like each other. But I would never do business with somebody who, me knowing if I put money in this individual's pocket, they're gonna try their best to use whatever resources that allotted for them to then try to destroy me. That's working against my best interests.
You're right. At that point, it becomes dangerous because now this person has the resources that they didn't have before.
That's a fact.
But in that same breath, you're getting the same resources and more, or maybe more resources. So you're still even. The only time it's bad is when that person is having new resources and you don't have any new resources to counter it. But when the resources is generating at the same pace, you're still even. So no matter what money you use to further your agenda, I can use that same money to counter your agenda.
Yeah, but at the same time, understand this. You don't need as much effort to destroy something as you need to build something up.
As you need to build something
exactly.
Up.
So that person,
right.
So that person getting a little bit of an opportunity to be able to do something to hurt another individual, they don't need but so much to be able to destroy something that somebody else has spent years, spent thousands of dollars to build, or they just need
You're exactly right.
So
it would cost that one person more money to protect what they got,
exactly,
than it would cost the other person to spend to destroy what they got.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a fact.
I agree with that.
Anyway, we're about to go out, my brother. It's about time. We almost 2 hours in. You got anything you want to go out with?
This is what I want to say. I want everybody to tune in Wednesday on the 26th. We going global. Listen, Wednesday the 26th is going to be the biggest morning coffee ever. I'm talking about the numbers are going to be so high that everybody's going to sit back and be like, yo, the numbers were so high, ain't no way they can touch you. They can't shoot you down because their numbers ain't high enough to take you down.
We're going to be disseminating information.
Hey, listen, we are going to clarify what everybody's saying. People got a whole bunch of questions and everyone's speculation. So we're going to clarify everything that's being asked to the letter. But I just want everybody to know, sometimes it's best not to know the truth. Sometimes it's best to not know at all.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Appreciate you, my brother. I'm going to hit you later.
Yo.
All right. I'm looking for the charger. My phone is almost dead. Yo, look, once again, shout out to Bryce Gang for coming on the program talking. For everybody that don't know, for everybody that comes on the show, I really do appreciate y'all. When we talk about certain topics, I like having certain people come on because of the contributions that they could give to the discussion. So just because, like, if Bryce Gang comes on Wednesday and then maybe a couple of more times and he don't come on the show for like a month, that don't mean me and Bryce Gang ain't cool. I'm like, just so we could be clear on that. Anyway, yeah, look, I love you. I'm happy everybody showed up today. We have to understand that we need to spend less time criticizing others. I think people spend too much time criticizing people. People are criticizing Young Buck because he's, allegedly was in some kind of relationship with a transgender individual. Why stop criticizing? He has a right to be in a relationship with whoever he want to be in a relationship with. If he decides to do the freaking Dennis Rodman and marry himself, that's his right. You understand what I'm saying? We need to stop spending so much time criticizing others, and we need to start spending more time reflecting on who we are. You understand what I'm saying? I think too often people decide that thing right there is different than what I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out a way to verbally attack it, or I'm going to try to figure out a way to physically attack it, or I'm going to try to figure out a way to get that thing isolated and then get a whole bunch of other people to come help me to attack it, because that thing, I'm scared of what that thing is, or I don't know of what that thing is, or that thing, I just don't want other people to accept that thing. I think we need to stop doing that. I think we need to start reflecting on who we are more. When we're reflecting on who we are, when we're working on who we are, what other people are doing is less of a concern. Now, I talk about these topics because I think the shit is funny as hell. Why are you beefing with 50 Cent? 50 Cent is absolutely ruining people's career. This young lady, she had a show on TV. She was on one of the shows on TV. I mean, who knows? Now she looks as a way of, if you're a man and you got money, you're going to stay clear of this individual. They look destructive, right? I mean, who wants to be with an alcoholic? I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect her, and I'm not trying to speak negatively about her, and I'm not trying to bash her, but I'm saying, realistically speaking, who wants to be with somebody who is an alcoholic? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to be with somebody who's destructive? Why would you want to be with somebody who doesn't want better for themselves? Now, should we try to help these individuals? Whenever we can. Anybody who is self-destructive, they need assistance. Please, let's try to help get them some assistance. But remember this, until we are good with ourselves, until we got ourselves in a position where we can help ourselves, how can we help anybody else? Now, when you're struggling with trying to help yourself and other people are trying to pull you away from your self-reflection, when other people are trying to pull you away from you making a better life for yourself, then you have to decide, are these people the type of people I want to have around me? Because when I see somebody that they're trying to make themselves or help themselves have a better life or improve themselves, I don't think, yo, what are you going to do for me? I think, you know what? Why don't I go over here and why don't I try to use a couple of those tactics that you're using to try to make your life better? Why don't I try to implement a couple of those things into my life so I can improve my life? Nobody can help you. Only you can help you. I think some people spend too much time worrying about what other people can do for them. Stop worrying about what other people can do for you. Decide on what you want for yourself. And then after you decide on what you want for yourself, because some of us just don't know what we want for ourselves. After you decide what you want for yourself, try to put down a game plan. Try to figure out, how am I going to make these things happen? How am I going to implement these things into my daily life? How am I going to be able to move forward to improve myself? Think more you. It's nothing wrong with being a little selfish. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Understand that sometimes if you're not thinking about you first, no one else is. And with that being said, I hope everybody have a good day. I hope everybody figures out something that they can do to be selfish today. All right. If this is one of those days where you're like, you get home and you're like, I'm not cooking dinner, Go get some fucking chicken from KFC or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because you got to feed your family and yourself. But if you need a mental day, a day to yourself, take it. Unplug from social media for a little while. Sit around at the dinner table with you and your family. Turn all of the TVs, turn off the phones, and talk about each other and each other's day. Try that. When you get home, you got kids. Ask them how their day was. When you get home and you see your significant other, ask them how their day was. Do that. The next time you think about, you know what, I'm going to do something spiteful to somebody, I'm going to be petty. Why don't you think, instead of that, once you have that thought, think, I'm about to waste energy on trying to hurt somebody else's life when I can use that same energy to try to improve my own. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.